Hello and welcome to my first ever live stream. So I apologize in advance if this doesn't go as smoothly as both of us would wish. A couple of weeks ago, I started a soft launch of my podcast idea, Translating Insanity, via TikTok and Instagram. And this is kind of an offshoot of that. The storytelling is way more intense than what needs to be up on social media. So at least in terms of those platforms. So I decided to bring this part of my storytelling here. And so even though this is kind of not quite my mini podcast series of Translating Insanity, what I aim to do here is the same. And that is to step out of pity and step into my power so that you and I can learn how to do this together. I will close out with my poem, Rise as the Phoenix. And I will start with a poem I wrote close to 3 years ago now. Still alive. March 14th, 1995. That's the day that I nearly died. I met my brother on the other side, and he encouraged me to stay alive. I had one foot on earth and one foot in heaven, and was definitely ready to let go and give in, for life didn't seem to be worth living, for the pain was too much and the world was too scary. And yet, some way and somehow, I found my way back. The pain was still there, but I guess I found a way not to care. And here I am, 27 years later, still living with my decision to live. Day by day, the good and the bad, the sweet and the bitter. I guess I chose right, but sometimes I feel I still lost the fight. Talking about this makes me want to throw up. So as I throw these words up, may I be throwing up this curse. I'm going to do it the throwback method. Rise as the phoenix. If you are like me, you have often wondered why you have suffered so. If you are like me, you have often wondered how you are going to make it out of the impenetrable darkness. And if you are like me, you have often wondered, why am I here? And what is the meaning of my life? Our task is to give meaning to our own suffering, to let our hardships direct us in ways to love one another. Our task is to rise out of the ashes of our suffering with the realization that we are the phoenix who dies and is reborn in the same fire, and then to share that discovery with the rest of humanity. But just like any newborn, we have to be patient with ourselves as we rediscover who we are after surviving the all-consuming flame. We have to be patient with ourselves as our wings grow in strength, as our wings gradually replace their downy fluff with feathers built for flight. And in the meantime, we must maintain our faith that we will learn to fly again, that though we feel small, weak, and vulnerable after hardships, those feelings won't stay with us forever, as long as we set that intention. And with that, I declare, let me wake up from the darkness. Let me open my eyes to the light that never left my side. I shall rise out of the hellfires. I shall rise out of the ashes and soar through the night, a bird of fire reaching out to sibling phoenix scattered everywhere. Lightbringers, let's bring the dawn. Let's chase away the darkness, or more accurately, let's wake up the darkness.